What's up, dude?
But
What's going on, man?
nothing, man. Uh,
You
um,
there?
just getting to it right now.
Nice. Well, congratulations. Let's start off with the big news from yesterday, right?
Oh, thanks. About the script?
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
Thank you. Yeah. It's crazy.
Is that something you and Mod had been working on for a while?
No, we wrote it in 3 days. It was,
What?
yeah, it's kind of tripped out how it happened. I mean, obviously we spent, a month and a half tightening it up after we had wrote it originally. And the draft we turned in was like the 7th draft or something. But yeah, I mean, I had got the inspiration to write it after a situation that happened to me, and it was entertaining of enough of a day to turn it into a full body of work. So I mean, but I hit Mod. He's so creative. I was just like, do you want to write a movie? And I guess I texted him at 11:11. So it was like he was kind of took it as a sign, and he came over and we wrote it.
That's dope. Feature length, or can you say?
Yeah, feature length. Yeah.
That's rad, dude. When you do something like that, I mean, you have friends that act. Do you like consult like a Pete or anybody that like ask them for advice? I don't know if they write. But...
Yeah. He writes a lot. Like and yeah, I actually didn't. But I wrote a part for Pete in it, obviously, because that's me and Pete do each other's movies. So
that's awesome.
Keep going.
And you know what? Since this is a radio.com thing, and there's probably program directors that are watching this. Speaking of Mod, do you want to tell everybody why they should be playing "Stay Away"?
Oh, it's a great song. He got this the acoustic video coming out next week, I think, too.
That song rules.
And I'm on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, cool. Well, you were talking about Pete. We got a question here. I'm sure they explained it to you, but like these are all fan questions and things like that. And there was a question about Pete that came from somebody at radio.com about if you would ever let him tattoo you.
I did let him tattoo me. Check it out. You see the one that says "low"? It's the shitty one. You see the one that says "loco"?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Pete.
When did that happen?
When we were shooting, we did this movie called Big Time Adolescence, and on the set of that, I was shooting. I decided to. Well, I mean, we both did. We simultaneously ate mushrooms, and we're like, we should shoot a music video right now. And it was while we were shooting the movie, so we left in the middle of the movie to go shoot the video, and then we came back, and there was a scene where I was supposed to be tattooing him in the movie, but it was a real tattoo gun, and so I just put the ink in, and I tattooed him in the actual movie, and then for my music video, he tattooed me.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get some of these fan questions. These all come from Twitter right here. At Music Rocks 2014 wants to know, which artist would you like to collaborate with but haven't had the chance to yet?
I'd like to collaborate with someone to shut this jackhammer the fuck up over here in the corner is what I'd like. But
well, I'm not getting it, man. It's not that bad.
Oh, you can't hear it? Oh.
No, is it bad by you?
Yeah. I don't know. I want to do. I don't know. I want to do something with.
You want me to throw one out?
Yeah, throw one out.
You popped up at the Biscuit Show at the Roxy, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever do something with Fred and those guys?
Yeah, for sure. But I was thinking more along the lines of. I mean, because the thing is, I've seen me and them together already because we toured together, and you know what I mean. Like we.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen that moment. I'm trying to think of one that's like, I don't know. I guess Me and Post would be a cool song.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Rad. All right. At BB Rochelle wants to know, if you never became famous, what kind of job would you have wanted to do?
I always wanted to be like Danny Ocean in Ocean's 11 and organize a big group of people to go steal art from rich people. That was like a dream of mine for a minute.
That could be the retirement plan.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some more of these. At Rook Capel T. How does Tickets to My Downfall compare to Hotel Diablo?
Completely different albums. Hotel Diablo. Well, I mean, one, Tickets to My Downfall is a full pop punk album. So I guess it's the first project I put out that doesn't have me rapping on it. Hotel Diablo, I'm releasing a deluxe of though, with bonus tracks. And then, I mean, but just story wise, Tickets to My Downfall is a little bit more boyish. It's a little bit more like the the me that's like smiling and like the teenage me, like the me that didn't really get a chance to be shown off to the world because I didn't really have that when I was actually a teenager because I was kind of growing up too fast. So I feel like you know how a lot of times you reflect back on high school and you're like, oh yeah, that's when I was, just kind of just going places and meeting new people and saying yes to things that I normally wouldn't, and like being goofy and not caring about whatever. So like those moments hit me earlier this year. Like I was super late to that whole thing. Like my whole life was serious, and then last 6 months I kind of was like, fuck it, and then just started.
What brought that upon? Because I remember talking to Mod not too long ago, and he was saying that you can hear a difference in your voice on songs. He was speaking to personal experience with you where you just seem happier than you were when you were making rap previously. Was it like did the happiness come before the music, or did the music inspire the happiness?
I mean, I'm happy when I'm just doing music, period. I'm never really that focused on like whether I'm rapping or singing. I know a lot of people are like thinking I'm like making a conscious choice to not. It's not like that. It's just like it's like me trying to push myself to deliver things in different forms. And like sometimes things just sound better when they're sung than when they're just like spoken word to you. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess like no, I don't know. I don't really know where the happiness came from. And then like I really didn't know. Yeah. I don't know. That's like a weird subject for me because it's like happiness is so fragile. It like comes and it breaks so quickly.
It's not a destination.
Yeah, so I'm scared to like say that I've arrived because like what if?
Let's not jinx it.
What if tomorrow I'm like, oh fuck, there it went.
Right. That damn iglive.
Yeah, but like I do take pride in the fact that all that those couple months of happiness were like caught on record, and not even just happiness, but just like even angst. You know what I mean? Just kind of properly saying shit I've wanted to say.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I was really trying to just like speak for everybody and stuff like that, and I'm just kind of like, fuck that. I have so much in my own head that I am a regular person who is just like everybody else that I'm trying to talk to already in my music. So I might as well just, if I'm talking about my own shit, like they're gonna definitely find their own ways to relate to it because we're all probably going through something pretty similar.
Is it possible to quantify it in this way? Where would you say that the new album has been your most therapeutic as an artist when you think about like eras and bodies of work?
Yeah, for sure. And like, man, it felt so odd playing shows for so many years with like a full 5-piece band and not having, and like the shows being so much different than the music when you actually listen to it. And I kept being like, and everyone would always be like, yo, you got to put your shows into an album or something. And I was always like, what the fuck is not happening? Like, why won't they match up? Why do people love us in concerts so much that are the types of people to not listen to or to not fuck with the music? So I was kind of just, like combining all that. Like, I guess this album was what we came with. It just took like Travis to be the vessel to be like, yo, homie, you should pick up your fucking guitar and just tell and sing that story that you just fucking were telling me, because that sounds crazy.
Is that the best or the greatest gift that he's given you as a friend, and just like if you would consider him a mentor, just giving you that push in the back to pursue it?
Yeah, I mean, the best gift he gave me was like just kind of, showing me how to be a really great dad, because that's like, music is cool and shit like that, but when like that person's in front of you with like a beating heartbeat, you know what I mean? Like, and that's your own kid, and you're just like, you figure out, you know, you learn things from someone like Travis to better yourself for that other person, and like you see the results from it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, dude, like I like to think of not like I like to, you know, judge yourself by 5-year increments. Like, are you a better person than you were 5 years ago? Are you any different than you were 5 years ago? Like, I can't, and you know, like even me, like I hated myself 5 years ago. I fucking can't stand any interview I've seen of me 5 years ago. I'd never want to fucking look at it. Like, but you grow, and like, you know, I wanna, like, I was looking for that, you know, that push, because I didn't have my own parents to be like, yo, dude, this is how you be a parent. So like, you know, Trav kind of, that was the best thing I learned from Trav, was just seeing how like I needed to step my own stuff up, and you know, like that was, but musically, no, I mean, I didn't even get all deep and stuff like that, but musically, yeah, I mean, I had all, like, dude, I go into the studio with him and I write songs in 5 seconds, I swear to God. Like, I don't know what it is, but he just like, it's like, he'll just,
Is it because he just gets what you want and you get where he's at?
yeah, I mean, we jam at the same time. It's like the same. It's like everyone like kind of. It's like literally like, okay, what's up, guys? Hi, sets the coffee down, and then like we're like, all right, 3, 2, 1, and then something comes out every time, dude. It's so weird.
Like
Like
kindred spirits.
I haven't went into the studio with him once for the tickets to my Downfall album and not made like a smash. And Bloody Valentine was the first thing that we even breathed out for the project, and if that like even sets a standard to what the rest of it is to me, you know.
Has he brought his because he's got a new artist, Jaden, who's got a couple
Yeah.
records now that signed to Travis's label. Has he brought Jaden around at all?
Well, I FaceTime Travis. I was wasted the other night, and I like FaceTime Travis, and Jaden answered his FaceTime, and I was like, yeah. I'm just drunk out of my mind, being, yeah, I don't know.
Showing him the ropes.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, like, being exactly the artist that he probably thought I was gonna be when he was 14. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you know, I fuck with this shit tough. I don't. Me and Jaden haven't been around each other in the studio. He's always in there like the day before I get there or whatever. I'll pull up on him one time.
But still. All right, a couple more of these fan questions, if you don't mind.
Do I need to start? Should we do it? All right, go ahead. Sorry, I'm getting this tattoo's in a gnarly place, so you know.
Right on. Megs Florence says, what was the hardest part about creating a pop punk album?
There wasn't anything hard about it at all. I wasn't trying to make it like that. It just came out like that, I guess. I mean, dude, I'm like a fan of. I'm not a fan of like super technical music. I'm a fan of like, can we all like hear it and understand it and like pick it up? And so I don't know. I think the hardest part for me was just searching the world, finding the right subjects to talk about. You know, like Bloody Valentine was a love letter to the Sunset Strip, and there's like a million easy ways to put something, but those lyrics that ended up in that song, like that was just like a unique way to say or to describe, you know, that situation. So it's like, I don't know, we've all heard like that, you know, we've all heard people say like, I smoke weed, so now we just need to figure out different ways to say it that are cooler and more entertaining, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. It's like there's been so many amazing pop punk anthems that I guess the hardest part was just figuring out ways to talk about the same shit, which is love, drugs, fun, sadness, all these things, you know, like breakups, makeups, mental issues, like all those things, like figuring out new ways. Yeah, so figuring out new ways to say it. So like I feel like there was some cool, unique takes on life that yeah. So that was probably the hardest part. But I mean, again, it must have not been that hard, because all I did was just go out to like the Sunset Strip every night and just would come back and tell Travis like, dude,
build up some source material.
Yeah.
All right, a couple more here, and then we'll let you off the hook. Aaron from San Francisco says, speaking of Bloody Valentine, you just talked about that song. What was it like working with Megan Fox in the Bloody Valentine music video?
Um, yeah, I mean, obviously,
Good work experience.
great work experience.
HR was not called.
No, no, no. I mean, you know, like that. I was, I was playing Megan a lot of the Tickets to My Downfall songs, um, and yeah, I don't know. I had the, I had made the call like the day before the video, and I was like, "Can you come over?" And then we shot the video.
Make a rad video. Came
Yeah.
out awesome. All right, final question. What is this comes from MGK USA, and they want to know what is your favorite tattoo that you have?
Mm, I like. I mean, to be honest, dude, I really like the "Take Us to My Downfall" tattoo. Like, I just think it's strong. Like, it's like strong in pictures and stuff. It's cool. And Travis's I did it with Trav. I mean, that's like, you know, sentimental to that, to this era. Um, my dude Snuffy, who's doing my tattoo right now, like he probably has like this right here is such a sick piece on my leg, like the little.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah. When'd you get that?
Snuff, when did you do Houdini on me?
That's killer.
Thanks. I don't know
Right.
what he said.
All right. Well, cool, dude. Thank you for taking the time. You think in August? Is that what I heard for the album?
Yeah,
Around
yeah,
then? That's
yeah.
cool. Right on, man. Well, congrats on all the
Thank you.
success of the new music, man.
Thank you.
Rad. All right. Have fun with
All
Snuff,
right.
dude.
All right, later.
See you, bro. Right on. There you go. That was the Fandemic, the radio.com Fandemic with MGK there. This will be on the radio.com Instagram page. It'll be across all your favorite alternative station websites. So if you got here late, you want to see what questions were asked, what we talked about a lot over the past 20 minutes, you can do that. I'm Kevin Kenny, and we'll talk to you soon.